1 second. I look away for 1 second, and then all of a sudden, this guy is all over my feed. Okay? I literally just go tend to my daughter, you know, be an involved father, all that kind of stuff. And then I turn around, and then there's another assassination attempt on our future president. I'm fed up. I'm fed all the way up. Okay, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I'm appalled. I'm disgusted. Okay, this is foul. All right, and this is sickening. Imagine if the shoe was on the other foot. Imagine if the roles were reversed, is what I'm saying. Okay, and I'm just fed up. I'm just fed up. Imagine if the roles were reversed. I'm just fed up. You know, the media would take this and run with it. Okay, but here we have it. You know. I can't tell. I'm at a point now where I can't tell if Trump is running to be in the White House or he's auditioning for Mission Impossible at this point. Like they're trying to cast Trump for Mission Impossible with all these assassination attempts on his life. I just don't know what I'm watching anymore. Okay, it's sickening. I'm fed up. I'm just fed up. The guy's name is Ryan Routh. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce his last name, but this is the shooter. So this is what I found so far on social media. This guy, another radical leftist. The wild part to me is there's more out there just like him. And so with that being said, guys, the most important thing that we can do is keep President Trump in prayer, okay? Keep his prayers out to President Trump, his family, the Trump administration, the security, because they have families too, and their lives matter as well. Prayers out to this guy's family because now the spotlight is on them and it's negative. Okay. Prayers out to all of you guys. I hope everybody's having a safe night, all that kind of stuff. Okay. These are trying times. This is not the time to lollygag and play around. Okay. The future of our country is at stake. And we got people like this literally like getting riled up off the lies that are being spread about President Trump. And then they all of a sudden want to sit here and do something about it. That's extreme if you ask me. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that's extreme? I think it's very extreme, actually. And I'm fed up with it. It's sickening. It's disgusting. Here we have it. I'm looking for it. Trump dropped a letter, if I can find it, right here, where he says, it's September 15th, 2024, alert from Trump. There were gunshots in my vicinity, but before rumors start spiraling out of control, I wanted you to hear this first. I am safe and well, thank God. Nothing will slow me down. I will never surrender. I will always love you for supporting me. Unity, peace, make America great again. May God bless you. How can you not want him as your president? How? How do you sit here and say, with a straight face, I want Kamala for president? Yeah, she's going to fix things. She's going to fix this mess. You must be freaking kidding me. Like, some people are just lost in the sauce and there's no saving them, okay? I know that's not the King Squad. You guys are awesome, okay? And you know it. But, yeah, you know, prayers out to Trump, prayers out to J.D. Vance, prayers out to everybody, the Trump team, okay? This stuff is nuts. This stuff is absolutely foul. It's sickening. It's disgusting. And I'm very disappointed that this is, you know, what it's come to at these days. This is what people are doing because they want to keep certain powers in place. Absolutely sickening. So here we have Fox News, suspect in apparent second Trump assassination attempt identified. And we're gonna break this clip down. I will be giving my thoughts and commentary periodically throughout the video, more so after it. And yeah, if you're new here, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, we're going to pretty much just stay on top of everything and figure out what is actually happening out here.
Law enforcement speaking about what is being investigated as a possible second attempted assassination of former President Trump at a golf course in West Palm Beach, Florida. The Trump campaign releasing...
Dag, can't even play golf anymore. What the heck is that, man?
In the statement just after 2 p.m. Eastern, President Trump is safe following gunshots in his vicinity. No further details at this time. Good evening. I'm Molly Line. Eric, good to be with you.
Hello, Molly. I'm Eric Shawn. Thank you for joining us, folks, in this special edition, 2 hours of the Fox Report. It was a tragedy so narrowly averted this afternoon. A Secret Service agent on the advance team on the golf course a few holes ahead of the former president as he played the Trump International Golf Course. He was in the 5th hole in West Palm Beach, Florida, while that agent spotted a muzzle of a weapon poking through a chain-link fence. The gunman secreted by bushes. That agent opening fire, the suspect now in custody. David Spunt on the phone now with more on that suspect and this developing story that came so close, it seems. Hi, David.
Yeah, hey, Eric. Hey, Molly. We're told the suspect's name is Ryan Wesley Ruth, R-O-U-T-H. Not much more known about him at this time, except that he's the suspect currently in custody right now. Palm Beach Sheriff's Office says that he was taken into custody by the Martin County Sheriff's Office, just the county north of Palm Beach, was taken into custody after escaping the scene in his black SUV. According to the sheriff in Palm Beach, he did not make any sort of initial statement when he was taken into custody. They're expected to be releasing more details, a mugshot, whatnot later, but we're continuing to dig into who he is, who Ryan Ruth is, where he's from, his background. We're seeing a little bit online. We want to be careful and make sure we have all of the information correct before we present it to our loyal viewers. But we can tell you right now that his name is Ryan Wesley Ruth. Eric, Molly.
And we want to be careful with the information because we want to get it from authorities and not go into speculation. Any sense, though, from what you've been able to determine, what could have potentially been a motive yet? Or is it much too early, David, in terms of politics, in terms of background, the fact that the gunman allegedly had a GoPro to potentially shoot and film and video what he was going to do and put it on social media? What allegedly motivated this potential assassin?
Well, I'm going to be honest, we don't know at this time. I mean, this is coming from 2 law enforcement sources, the name. I think they're trying to figure that stuff out right now. Every case is different, but for perspective when it comes to motive, and this is a question that we've asked many times covering law enforcement, when can you decide what makes a motive? The July 13th shooter, Thomas Crooks, who died on the scene there and was killed by law enforcement, the FBI still has not been able to come out with a motive in that case, and there's a possibility there may not be a motive in this case. There were some shootings, and this was not a shooting today, and the former president, thankfully, was not hurt, but there are cases where there
literally nothing but God, okay? I just want to say that right there. All right. Second assassination attempt on Trump. And, thank God, man, okay? I'm just tired of it, okay? I'm just fed up. All right? I'm very sick of this stuff. Imagine if the roles were reversed. You don't see our people doing that. You don't. Granted, I know there's stuff on both sides, but no, you don't see anybody trying to delete Ku Klux Kamala out here and Tampon Tim. You don't see that. But what do you see? Okay, you see them gaslighting Trump, attacking Trump, trying to assassinate his character, his integrity, his actual life, okay, his political run, all this kind of stuff. And it's just like this stuff is in broad daylight, okay? It's clear as day. I'm just sick of it. I'm fed up. I'm just fed up. All right. But I'm trying to keep my cool. I'm trying to remain calm, all that kind of cool stuff. And, yeah, I'm just disappointed, man. I'm just disappointed. I'm really disappointed because, thank God that if people weren't on their P's and Q's, kind of like those DEI agents when the first assassination attempt happened, if people weren't on their P's and Q's in this moment, it could have ended very badly, and then we would have been stuck with Ku Klux Kamala. Oh man, oh yeah, America's sunk. We're lower than the Titanic at that point. And that's just, I mean, I don't mean to be all like darkness, doom, and destruction or anything like that, but I mean, this is just the reality of it. This stuff is dark, man. This stuff is really dark. But this is why I tell everybody, I always, try to do that reassurance. Just, you guys are awesome. Thank you for everybody who just gets up and actually, is a responsible, a hardworking American and all that kind of stuff. You guys make America the great country that we're trying to keep it and all that kind of stuff. And I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. And I tell everybody to drink some water, take a walk in some sunlight, all that kind of beautiful stuff, because this stuff, if you consume too much of it, it can be a little too negative. So I tell everybody, just be careful with how much of this you consume, man, because It's just wild. You got a lot of negative, dark people with a lot of hatred in their heart trying to sabotage any chance that we have of making America the great country that it is. You know, it's just wild.
There are no motives. That may not be the situation here. It's just too early to tell, given the fact this is only 4 hours old. They're still talking to him, figuring things out, going through his social media, seeing if he had stuff written down. But the advantage that law enforcement has here that they did not have in the case in Pennsylvania is they have a suspect who's alive, who's in custody, who can speak to them, so they can find out stuff a lot quicker, Eric. Yeah,
Martin County sheriff said that he had no affect. He was blank. He really didn't say anything when he was arrested in his Nissan SUV on I-95. A remarkable job, by the way. A witness took pictures of the SUV and the license plate, so they were immediately able to put the license plate number into the computer system that, on those Easy Pass on the highway, we were able to capture it, so they knew exactly where the SUV was, so they were able to pull him over. Any sense at all from what we know about him in terms of how that happened, what his planning was, even the fact that he secreted himself in bushes, and as we have been reporting here on the Fox News channel all afternoon, President Trump does not have the security level of a sitting president. That street was not closed. No one saw him in the bushes.
Exactly, Eric, and it's important to point out that the Secret Service, is equipped to take care of, obviously, protecting former presidents. But former President Trump's a different situation because he is actively running for president. He is the Republican nominee. He's out and about. He's holding rallies. He's seeing people. Other former presidents, Barack Obama, George W. Bush, Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, of course, they have Secret Service protection, but nothing on the level of the current president. So the Secret Service right now, per multiple sources who work in the agency, admittedly is grappling with the fact that they're dealing with a former president who's running for president again and needs to have a higher security posture, a stronger security posture out there. And with two incidents in just 2 months, a little bit over 2 months, July 13th and September 15th.
Wow. I believe this is the gun and the muzzle. I think. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at here. I'm saying this because I saw another picture on X, and I'll pull that up shortly after this.
It, I think, brings that to the forefront. As far as his vehicle, he was in a black SUV.
Yep.
What's not clear is...
So there you have it right there. So that was the gun. Wow. Thank God for, the individual who spotted this out, because like I said, this could have ended way worse. Way worse. And I'm trying to keep the peace out here. I'm trying to keep the peace. Okay. But this is where I just say, thank God, prayers out to Trump, prayers out to everybody, man. Perhaps was the SUV thought to be law enforcement. Law enforcement travels in black SUVs. That's very common. Motorcades, whatnot. It's not clear any of that right now could be the case, but it's a question that we're asking. We want to know, was the SUV something that perhaps was not overly looked at because it was an SUV that looked like a member of law enforcement's SUV? So these are all questions we need to ask. But as far as motive, as far as any other information, we just don't want to speculate. Of course, we all want to know the answers, but as of now, we just don't know those answers.
Yeah, and don't you think this will instigate calls tomorrow to ramp up the security on former President Trump?
Oh, absolutely. No question. It'll ramp up the calls to change the security, to change the perimeter, if anything, because the security apparatus, as far as the people, I spoke to someone in Secret Service today who's a rank and file agent and said that they did a good job in the sense that they were able to, get this suspect and see a gun pointing out through bushes. I mean, that's incredible to be able to see that. However, the perimeter is the issue that they're grappling with right now, because that perimeter should have not allowed somebody to be able to get through bushes, through a fence, and potentially harm the former president. I mean, as you heard the Palm Beach sheriff say, he was 300 to 500 yards away at a different hole, but it doesn't matter if you have a scope.
It's
very dangerous.
Yes, yes. And we thank the professionalism, and the nation must give gratitude and sincere thanks to that agent who was cool, calm, and in his professionalism saw a muzzle and opened fire on that suspect to prevent a tragedy.
Wow. So there we have it right there. And then we go back over to X, and this is the picture of them getting his SUV. We have that right there. Just wild. Just absolutely wild. I tell you, this could have been so much worse. So much worse. Yeah. It's just wild. It's really wild. What do you guys think about all this when you see this? What do you think? Do you think this was planned out? Do you think, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm just curious to see what you guys have to say. Do you think this was planned out? Do you think there's higher ups that don't want to see Trump become president? Do you think it's just radical leftist attacks? What do you think is going on out here? Okay. And, Yup. Shout out to AKA. He said another assassination attempt on Trump. Is this the future they keep talking about? We're going back to a safe America when Trump is elected. They keep talking about we are going back to a safe America when Trump is elected. Facts. Yeah, because Dems have been in power for a while now. I don't know if it's like 12 or 16 years or something like that. The Obama administration and everything. And then Obama's third term was with Biden. Everybody knows that. And now they're trying to push for cackling Clemaca. And we just don't need that. This is not the time for this guinea pig BS nonsense policies that they try to enforce and everything, experimenting on the U.S. people. Okay, we're trying to live a peaceful life and raise our families and just enjoy life through all the BS we've encountered and all the years we done survived. Okay, and get through these years one by one. Okay, we're not trying to sit here and be tested on like lab rats. All right, of course his account gets suspended. There we go. All right, yeah, this is the guy. This is absolutely wild. Yeah. It's just sickening. I'm really just fed up. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of this. And he said he donated to Act Blue a lot. So there we have that. So wow, you see all his donations, all this stuff around here. All these donations to Act Blue. Yeah, recipients. Wow. He definitely did donate a lot. This stuff is sick. I just can't. And then we have a video of him talking.
Who you are and why are you here?
I'm 56 from the U.S. From North Carolina originally. So I live in Hawaii now. So flew all the way from.
Disclaimer. We're not going to play this whole thing. I'm just going to give a quick just sum up of who this guy is and just getting an idea who this guy is. That's all we're doing.
Hawaii here. So the question as far as why I'm here, to me, a lot of the other conflicts are gray, but this conflict is definitely black and white. This is about good versus evil. This is a storybook, any movie we've ever watched, this is definitely evil against good. I mean, we're battling a situation here where, the Ukrainians and the rest of the world are caring and kind and generous and unselfish and take care of one another, and it's just a matter of, we need to stand up for that. That is the most important thing in the world, is just to show human beings that we're kind and we're caring and that we take care of one another and that the world is united so that we feed each other and make sure that, we all move forward as one collective whole unit. So, we feel the
through socialism,
pain of one country's failure and their conflicts, and
communism.
We enjoy the successes of other countries that are doing good, and we all work together. And for some reason, Russia does not grasp this concept that we're we're all one unit, and we have to get along and work together and be normal human beings. This is 2022. We have to work together. It seems asinine that we have a leader in a country that does not understand the concept of being unselfish and being generous and being kind and just the
so that's enough of that. I just wanted to get an idea who this guy is. This is not what I would call being selfless and unselfish and kind and unity. I wouldn't call the Democrat Party that at all. Okay, I would call it believing in dictatorship with all the government control, believing in socialism, let's equalize everybody and all this other kind of stuff, and communism and all this nonsense, and Marxists and all that kind of stuff. You know, none of this is unity and togetherness and we're all joined together. No. This is the stuff they're pushing is do what we say or be deleted. That's what it looks like to me. You guys comment down below what you guys think about this whole thing, okay? And yeah. So that's it for this video, you guys. Hope everybody has a blessed night, okay? Despite the nonsense, despite the distractions, the BS. Thank God President Trump is safe, okay, and okay. We will never surrender. So that is awesome to see. Shout out to President Trump. 0-2. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Thank God for his safety, all that kind of stuff. And I thank God for you guys' safety, my own safety, all that kind of stuff, my relatives' safety, my family safety. And yeah, guys, so that's it. That is it. So everybody have a blessed night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Try not to let too much of this stuff get to your head.